So if you just had a customer reach out to you and say that your book that they ordered on Amazon is not going to be getting to them on time, they're getting a delayed shipment notice from Amazon about your book, I have some good news and some bad news. So the bad news is you can't do anything about it. And the good news is you can't do anything about it. Stay tuned to find out why. Hi, I'm MK Williams. I'm an author and independent publisher. I love sharing my insights about all things self-publishing with you. Before I get into the details of today's video, don't forget to hit subscribe. That way you can be here every week as I release new videos on self-publishing, making a career out of being an author, and now being a mompreneur. So I've seen this question come up several times on this channel, in my Insta DMs, or even just clients reaching out to me saying like, why did Amazon just email one of my customers or multiple customers to say that the book is going to be delayed? And usually this question comes with lots of exclamation marks and shouty caps and panic. And because like, holy crap, the last thing you want is for Amazon to tell people that that your product is going to be delayed, right? Because then they also give you the order like, hey, this is delayed. Do you want to cancel this and buy something else? And like for other products, that would make sense, right? Like if I really needed 50 water balloons for like a kid's birthday party and this one's going to be delayed, I'd be like, okay, cancel. Let me buy a different brand. Let me buy it something else. So that's just standard for them. Usually if like you wanted to buy that book, you would still buy that book. So it's fine. Like we worry a lot that people give our book a 1-star review for delayed delivery or damaged delivery, which is super crappy. And like Amazon actually has on there that like if you're leaving a review, they say like if the product was damaged, if there was a shipping issue, report that here, not on the product review, like for the book. They do a very good job with that to say like, hey, like if it was clear something got damaged in shipping, like Amazon needs to know that so they can fix their shipping. It has nothing to do with the product. So they do what they need to for that. And if you are somebody who gives poor reviews because of shipping for products, like don't penalize the creator or the person who created the product for shipping. That's a totally separate thing. Okay. Anyways, so usually this message will come through from Amazon for a few reasons. And the most important one being is that the package is going to be delayed. Like that's their system is telling them, hey, like we told XYZ customer this would come on this date. And based on what we're seeing in our system, it will not come on that date. Now I get messages from Amazon all the time that say, hey, your package is coming a day late. Hey, your package is coming a day early. Like anytime that their delivery is different from the expectation that they set, they will message you. Amazon is really, they say they're obsessed with their customer, and they really are all about like putting that information out there, and they have the systems to do that. So if there is a reason why a product other than books are going to be delayed, they're going to let you know. Now, in most cases for products other than books and even traditionally published books, Amazon already has these in their warehouses, right? They can see how much is there. For sellers on Amazon, they have to list how much they have in inventory. So Amazon can alert the seller when the number of orders is about to surpass the number of units in delivery, and they'll get a low inventory alert, and then they'll get an out of stock alert. Which you don't want to be out of stock, but it's a good problem to have. So right at that point, the seller has the responsibility for the inventory. And if they hit 0, they're going to be out of stock on their Amazon listing. And like really the only thing worse than a delayed product listing alert on Amazon is an out of stock listing, right? It means people can't buy it. And you don't want that. At the same time, you're probably like, hey, I sold out of my stock. That's good. So for all of us self-publishing authors who are using print on demand services from a platform that is not Amazon, there is no inventory. And even when we use KDP for print on demand for our print books, there is no inventory, right? It is literally once it's demanded, it's printed. That's the beauty of print on demand. We don't have to worry about inventory. We don't have to worry about warehousing. Whenever the book is purchased, that's when it's created, right? You don't have to pay up front for any of this. But when Amazon has nothing in stock, that's where things get a little tricky. Now, I usually only ever see this notice when print books are on pre-order. It's a couple days before the book launches and Amazon sends this out because they don't have the books in their warehouse. Now you're probably thinking, MK, I can't get a print pre-order through KDP. What are you talking about? That's right. You can't get a print pre-order through KDP, which again, I do not for life of me understand. I had a whole video where I'm ranting about it. Please fix it. But in order to get your print book on pre-order on Amazon.com, the retail site, you need to use a site like Ingrams Spark or Lulu. I've not used the Draft Digital print beta yet, but I'm assuming they would allow for that as well. If not now, then in the future. But whichever service platform is servicing your books, they're going to get it on the Amazon website for pre-order. Amazon's going to send through the order for fulfillment a couple days before the book launches, a couple days before they need it. And you might be thinking, well, okay, like that should be enough time. And maybe if you had a dozen, maybe 100 pre-orders, that's fine. Like when you have thousands and thousands of pre-orders, that's when it becomes a problem, because Amazon sends out their order and says, hey, we need thousands of books. And then instantaneously like, oh, we don't have thousands of books in our system. We need to tell people we're not going to have these in time. Now, usually Amazon and Ingram Spark, or in this case, Lightning Source, who also services Lulu and Ingram Spark and all these other services that do print-on-demand publishing for self-publishing authors, they have what's called a service level agreement, right? Now, I've not seen this. I'm making assumptions here, but I know back in the summer of 2020, when there were a lot of delays for self-published authors to get their books, that it was faster to get your book ordered from Amazon and pay retail price than to actually order it from Ingram Spark directly. And that's because they have a higher priority level for Amazon, right? Like they're going to make sure Amazon gets their books versus us lowly authors. We have to wait to get our own books. And that's because Amazon gives them more money. Like there's a bigger domino, right? There's a bigger weight to when Amazon puts an order with them, and that makes sense. And as authors, we're happy with that when Amazon puts an order into Ingram Spark for one of our books, that it's getting there right away. And so effectively what's happening is when the pre-order comes through, Amazon sends it off and they say, oh, we don't have it in our system though. Like we have always received our books on time, but we may not. And so they are going to send the worst case scenario expectation to the customer. And they're going to say, hey, we might not have this for 3 weeks. We might not have this for 2 weeks, at which point all of your marketing about you should pre-order and you're going to get it right away feels really foolish. I want you to not panic though, because every time I've seen this happen, then the customer gets another updated email within 24 to 48 hours, says, oh, no, you're going to get it. It's just going to be maybe 2 days after pre-order launch. Oh, it's just going to be by the end of the week. And that's because, again, they're always going to update to be like, hey, oh, we thought it was going to be late. Nope, it's on time. And they're always going to update people anytime that shipment date deviates from what the initial expectation was set at checkout. It happens. Now, if there's that's one reason that this happens. So again, don't freak out, don't panic. In general, when I see a customer send this to me, I'm like, oh, that stinks. Like that's an Amazon issue. And like, I'm not going to say that to the customer, right? I'm going to be like, oh, well, that's an Amazon problem. That's not my problem. I'm going to be like, okay, like in my mind, I'm like, this is an Amazon thing. Like this is a known thing with Amazon. And like, there's no way that that any reader should reasonably expect that individual author me, even if I was Stephen King, even if I was like James Patterson, have any control over what Amazon does with their shipping and their alerts to people. Like I don't, like I have no control over it. I still want to respond and be like, oh, that stinks. Like, let me see what's going on. But like, I know what's going on. Amazon didn't get their order in until 3 days before the book launched. And then they hit the panic button for everybody. And then the books came in on time and everything was fine. I've never lost any pre-orders for this. In general, like it sucks. It happens. Like I don't want you to panic, because there's no way that you, person watching this video, should ever expect that you have any accountability to the Amazon shipping network and system. You don't. Like unless you are the person who runs that entire division of Amazon, in which case you are accountable for it. In which case, why are you watching this video? But like you individual author, like don't freak out about it. And if somebody is freaking out to you about it, you can be like, hey, like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what's going on with Amazon. Like there could be lots of reasons that the book is delayed, even beyond this known issue of like, Amazon just doesn't put their order in until a couple days before pre-order launch. Like maybe your book has been on sale for a while. And you're like, no, they still got this. It's like, okay, like there could just be a delay in their system. There could be a national holiday. There could be an overloaded like printing backlog. There could be supply chain delays. There could be a massive avalanche that has blocked roads going to where this person is living. Like there's no reason why you should be accountable to that. And so when Amazon says like, oh, we don't have the book in time, alert the customer the package is going to be delayed. That's it. That's what they do. Now I've never seen this happen when an author has their KDP Print book for sale on Amazon.com. It's probably because they have better insight into their own system. I've seen this happen to a few authors with their books. The delays were really a day. It was not nearly as bad as was anticipated or detailed. Now, obviously, if your customer lives on a remote island or just a really remote place to get to, they're probably used to getting notices like this. It's nice if they're letting you know that, hey, this could be a larger issue. But in general, like for us self-publishing authors, like this is the reality of print on demand. This is the reality of not having books in warehouse and in stock. And I would say that the benefits of print on demand still outweigh, for us small time authors, like those benefits of print on demand still outweigh the small headaches that you get with it. So I don't think it's worth it in this case to be like, fine, I'm going to do offset runs and spend tens of thousands of dollars and warehousing and all these things just to avoid this. Like the calculus just isn't there for me. So anyways, my suggestion is that if Amazon sends this to your customers, to let them know it's an issue with Amazon and that they'll get their book by the date Amazon has said, right? If Amazon continues to delay or flat out cancels the order, then you as the author can send that customer a make good or a digital copy at no cost. Like you have that option to say, hey, like, you know, so-and-so, you reach out to me, I'm so sorry, like I can send you the digital copy right now. You'll have that by the launch date, or you'll have it by whatever date, and then you'll still get the print copy. Like that's in your control. You can do that, but you have no control over Amazon. I've noticed in the past that these kind of issues happen more when authors don't have the full 55% wholesale discount set in Ingram Spark. So there's that. That's anecdotal. I don't know if there's anything behind it. I've just noticed it. But ultimately, like this is out of your hands if you do print on demand. If your paperback print on demand is not currently with KDP, I would suggest also adding it there just to avoid those issues. Also, then you're not going to pay as much on any sales that are made through Amazon. So if they're at least 50% or more of your royalties going wide, then yeah, like don't pay the extra fees elsewhere. Like I always do the 1-2 punch. I do Ingram Spark and Amazon KDP for my print for that reason. Yeah. So I can't help you fix it. I can't help you fix this problem. But hopefully knowing that it's out of your control helps you not panic as much in this case. So yeah, it stinks, but take a deep breath. It's all going to be fine. People are going to get their book in time. People are going to be able to read it and love it. And if somebody leaves you a poor review because of a shipping delay, you can actually mark that. And Amazon's actually pretty good at like, they manually review reviews and they can say like, hey, like you should have reported this as shipping, not about the product. They actually do a pretty good job advertising that when they're asking for reviews. So yeah. All right. So what other questions do you have about self-publishing your book and getting it out to your readers? Definitely let me know in the comments below if you found this information helpful or if it just helped you calm down a little bit. Give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe. That lets YouTube know that you're getting value from this information and can get it in front of other authors like us. Now you can get back to writing your book. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. And before you head off elsewhere in YouTube to watch more videos, whether on my channel or another channel, I did want to let you know that you can support this channel and get more information that can make a really positive impact on your author career by joining the channel membership that I have right here on YouTube for this channel. So what I'm going to be doing is providing additional videos each month. They're going to be really like a mastermind deep dive on a specific topic to help your author business. And you can just head to the homepage for this channel, as you can see here, and click join. Boom. And you can see that there's multiple options. There's a tier each month where it's really to make you feel good about supporting the channel. You get some custom badges for your comments. But the one you'll probably really want is the ambitious author tier, where you're going to be getting some members only videos once a month that I mentioned. So I would really be excited if you join the membership and we can work on our author businesses together this year. So hope to see you chatting and joining in with those videos.